Manifestation, I do believe. Manifestating my future me. Mad at my past, but I'm not mad at me, cause I believe that I can do anything. I'm off the... Welcome to Killloane's Quote of the Day, a podcast where I, Killloane, alongside my special guest, Saman Yavari, spread some positive energy by providing you, the listener, an inspirational quote, a knowledgeable quote, or a quote about positivity to help manifest you having a great day. Now, today's quote is actually a very special quote for episode number 3. This is a really, really big artist who I look up to, very inspirational, and even my bro here looks up to him. So without further ado, here is a quote by the legendary Eminem. I have nothing to lose, only something to gain, by Eminem.
Such a gold quote.
So good, eh? So, yeah, where do you want to start on this one?
All right. So, well, okay. First of all, interpreting the quote, I'd say the main, the point to get across is go for what you want to do.
Yeah.
You have nothing to lose, right?
Nothing to lose.
And I think the best example of this is, I was working 5 jobs at one point, right? And 2 of them were overnight jobs and 3 of them were day jobs. And I was getting about 3 hours of sleep each day.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare, right? But I was scared to leave my jobs because I lose money. And I was like, but I'm making decent amount of money, but I can't spend it. I can't do anything with it because I'm always working. Yeah. And I was always so scared to leave. But by the way, the night jobs were stocking shelves at a supermarket.
That's still good.
Yeah, but it's not what I was meant for.
Yeah,
it's not what I was meant for.
Yeah, we were following your dream doing this,
Yeah, but I was so scared to leave, right? And then I fully thought to myself, what is there to lose? If I leave, right, and go and do my stuff, and it doesn't work out, I can go back to stocking shelves.
Yes.
There is nothing I can lose, I go, if it, doesn't work out, I'm still have a job. I can go back and get a job.
100%.
And I saw a post on Instagram a while ago from this wealth mindset mastery account. And it basically said, what's the worst case scenario in chasing your dream, right? And it's the worst case scenario is that if it doesn't work out, you go and work until you're 65 and retire, which is what everyone else already does.
I literally saw that the other day.
Yeah.
And because someone was asking me, they're like, oh, what if being an artist doesn't work out? Yeah. And I was like, well, then...
You try until...
Yeah, well, then I go back to doing a normal job, like doing what other people are already doing.
Yeah.
So it's not something that's amiss, or it's not like it's exactly how the quote says. You have nothing to lose, only something to gain.
Exactly, yeah. And best case scenario, right? Your music blows up, you become a huge independent artist, right?
Yeah, a full-time independent artist.
Full-time independent shows, you follow your dream and your passion. You do what you want to always do, right?
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, you still keep working on it, maybe get a job here and there, and you're still working on your passion, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't think anyone, if they have a true passion, actually stop, they don't go, oh, it didn't work out. They always go, well, maybe I need to do something to make it work out. But yeah, exactly. You don't know unless, first of all, you try. And you've got nothing to lose, only something to gain. And worst case situation or scenario is you go out, you try to make your dream happen. For me, obviously, it's being an independent artist, a full-time independent artist. What's your dream?
My dream is to become an entrepreneur, but more so than that, to help people. That's
to help people.
To help people, whatever it is. I think I've got a social media account where I teach people about budgeting, saving, side hustle.
I follow, you're very good with your content and stuff, and it's very real as well, which is quite hard to find. A lot of people are constantly doing things that other people have already done, but you're making it real, especially in New Zealand's market, where a lot of people are like, well, what is my budget this week, or what can I do? And you make a really good video about it.
Thank you very much.
And I really do feel like that helps people. You know?
Exactly. Because I think you don't learn this in school.
No.
You don't. There's no way to learn this. The only place to learn it is if you go online, but it's not easy to find these, right? So I thought I'd make it a fun way to teach people about their finances. At least sharing my experiences, what I've gone through, because
experience, knowledge, all your findings and stuff. And I mean, it's such a good positive thing as well, just having that dream and going, you know what, I want to be able to be an entrepreneur, but I also want to be able to help people. You know?
Helping people is the true goal.
But you have to achieve something to make that happen. Being an entrepreneur. So me being a full-time independent artist, you have to be able to have that
to be able to, you know, do the things that you really want to do to make a difference. I know with this podcast, we're definitely going in the right direction.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
The manifestation, the quotes, the just positivity, and just the overall healthy mindset is definitely, I think, a way of us trying to help people as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's just a lot to unravel about this quote, because there's so many things, and I know that there's a lot that you want to talk about it. But first of all, Eminem is an inspiration.
Yes,
obviously to me as an independent artist. To you, I don't know how he's inspired you. I'm guessing from like rapping, his music, and just his life. Has his life been quite an inspiration to you?
Yes, his life, yeah. And I think also...
He just didn't quit,
He didn't quit, yeah. He's gone through some, you know...
Some tough...
Yeah, and also, I think the things he talks about, it's like a story. His songs are like a story.
Yeah.
Like
relatable, but also like physical and emotionally like helpful, because it makes like Eminem Not Afraid. I'm not afraid to you know, and it just the way that it's quite empowering as well, you know. And I think that song right there, Not Afraid, exactly talks about, you know, there's nothing to lose, only something to gain, you know. And it's like he's not afraid to take a stand. He's, you know, and I feel like we are afraid. You know, there's a lot of things that we have fear that holds us back. And it's not like the fear of like getting hurt physically. I feel like it's the fear of getting hurt emotionally. And that's where a lot of it comes from, of being like, you know, it stops us. But then we need to sit down and realize, well, nothing is going to stop us apart from us.
Yes, yeah.
You know, and going back to, you know, I have nothing to lose, only everything to gain. I think that's coming down to us. Yeah, I think that's really coming down to us being like, I'm stopping myself, you know, because we constantly go, oh, what about this, or what about this, or
scared of losing money, scared of losing family, scared of losing...
Yeah, like just like you with your job. You know, I'm going to lose that income. I'm going to lose that progressive future or whatnot. But then, like, I want to follow my dream.
Yeah, exactly,
you know? But I think, the fear, the emotional fear, and it could be like physical and attachment as well. So like monetary value and stuff. But we all need that to live. But I think when you sit down and realize that you're only stopping yourself, and you can, you know, you can look back. That's kind of what I take away. Like, I have nothing to lose, only something to gain. Yeah. Is like, man, like, I can only gain something, and the only person who is going to stop me from gaining something is me.
Yes, yeah.
You know, and it's just quite a good thing as well to be able to sit down and realize that if you go out and do something, even if you fail, you still gain something.
Yeah, that's true.
You've gained the experience, the knowledge, the learning. Yeah. People might be like, oh, but you had to lose to get that. Be like, well, no, I didn't lose anything. I actually gained value. I gained knowledge. I gained experience. I gained to not do that again. But in order to do that, I had to tell myself that I had nothing to lose, only something to gain. Yeah. And I think, we constantly like mentally stop ourselves and like the fear or the boundaries, rejection, or just the possibilities of it not going well. When realizing that if you just do it, the outcome is going to be better from not doing it or just not doing anything. You know?
Exactly, yeah.
That's kind of what I take away from if you have nothing to lose, only something to gain kind of thing. And I really liked how you talked about like your job, like money and stuff, because that's a big thing. I think everyone worldwide, they always go, we'll just say work, for instance, right? Everyone's got a job out there that we're doing for money, right? We'll put it to the end of the day. Everyone's got a dream job out there. Like for me, I want to be a full-time independent artist. You want to be an entrepreneur. We want to do those things so that we can help people.
Yes.
Just like our other people that are going out to work, they're doing stuff, working that full-time job. But there's got to be a dream job out there.
For sure.
That they're putting themselves off in fear of losing, you know, or fear of not realizing that there is always going to be something to gain. You know, even if you do quit your job and then go start that other job, it doesn't mean you can't go back to the old job.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, but if you don't take that risk, I think that's a good one as well, taking the risk, you know, that leap of faith.
Yeah.
then you won't know if you even had anything to gain in the first place.
Yeah, I like that.
You know, so yeah.
Yeah, and I think adding on from that, like taking a risk to pursue your passion or your dream job, right? On your deathbed, you're not gonna be like, oh, you know, I regret. I don't know. You'll never say, I regret going for my passion. I wish I worked for the 70 years.
Yeah.
You would never say that, right?
No, I don't think anyone's gone like, oh, you know, Martha, I really like, I'm just using Martha off Superman. Yeah. But like, you know, I just I regret that I worked so long, you know, like,
people will regret staying in a job they hate, but no one will regret chasing their passion, even if it doesn't work out, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, like, you have nothing to lose, everything to gain, right?
Yeah.
What are you losing? A job that you hate? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is that
True.
bad? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because it's not the job you love.
Yeah.
And it's not the job that is your dream job or a job that, you know, you want to do in the future or that you can actually see yourself being happy in. And I think a lot of people confuse that as well. Confuse like momentary happiness for like placement, you know, because like, you can be in a placement and like you might be happy, but you don't know how happier you could have been.
Exactly.
You know, and like, just imagine that you're sitting there, you're thinking like, yeah, I'm good. You know, I'm really good. I'm happy. You know, but that's 10%.
Yes.
That's 10%.
Yeah.
And then you leave, you quit, everything goes well. You hit that 100%. You leave, you quit, everything doesn't go well. I'm guaranteeing you're going to go back to that job with more than 10% happiness.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you tried.
Yeah.
You know, and now you know, well, I know what to do next time, or I know that, okay, I do need to progress maybe in this job to make my dream happen or something. Yeah. But you're always going to be more grateful and you're going to have no regrets for going after it and trying
100%,
it, you know? Because, you got nothing to lose, only something to gain.
And even if you go after it, you realize you hate it, right?
Yeah.
Then you can go back knowing, okay, I don't like that. I like this.
Yeah.
You know what you like. And
your old job's not going to be like, oh, sorry, man, we've gone, like, even if they do hire someone else, like, there's still other jobs out there. There's still, you know what I mean? And it's like, if you're really giving up that opportunity for a job, and like, you got to think about it. This is going to actually touch a lot of people quite hard. And I'm sorry to be honest about this, but imagine you're working for a place for like 50, 60 years.
Yeah.
You die the next day they hire someone.
Yeah. Yeah. It's harsh, but that is the reality.
That's the reality.
That's the reality. Yeah.
And man, I used to bust my ass for some companies, you know.
Same.
I used to say, and you know, and then when I started getting, because I thought, you know, you put in what you get out what you put in kind of thing. But then not everything is like that, you know. So if you're putting in, like, you're way better off putting into your dream.
100%.
I mean, at the end of the day, someone's company that you're working for, right? That was their dream.
Yeah.
Now you're working for them.
For their dream.
For their dream.
Not for your dream, for their dream, yeah.
So what's the difference in making your dream happen to their dream happen?
Yeah, exactly.
They went and chased it. They went and, like, they realized there was nothing to lose, only something to gain. And they were like, well, you know, and I think you said this before, there could be things that we don't see a lot of failures. A lot of people on social media, they only post up the good stuff.
Yes, yeah.
You know? But the person, like, say for instance, who I'm working for, you know, Joe Blogs or whatever, he could have failed 3 or 4 times before he became a millionaire. I'm working for him.
Mm.
How do we know?
Yeah, yeah.
But he went out and he tried and he got it and he succeeded, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's just amazing. And just knowing that you're one step away from making that possible, I think that's what really hit me as well. Knowing that, like, you can... I do try to tell everyone this, right? You probably hear this when I'm on Instagram or whatnot, but I'm always telling people you can do anything you put your mind to.
Yes, no, 100%.
And I really believe that, because I really believe that if you have the will, the power, or anything to go and make it happen, you can.
100%, yeah. And like, even if it doesn't work out the first time, try again.
Yes.
Keep trying. It'll eventually work out if you really, really want it.
That's another thing. I think Gary Vee, if you want something bad enough, you'll make it happen.
Exactly, yeah. You know? No matter what, yeah.
And it's like, everyone's like, oh, I'll go grab the new phone or whatnot like that. What's the difference between you saving up and buying that new phone and you saving up and starting your dream job or career, or taking the step into that thing that you were afraid of doing because you're afraid of losing, realizing that you could only gain. you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's a big thing.
And what was the biggest thing that you gained, like, from taking a leap or, you know, going for it?
Oh, me personally, I was messaging producers, you know, very famous producers. We're talking about gold and platinum label producers.
Right.
And these producers are people who I look up to.
Yeah.
And I really admire them. And I've always wanted to work with them. And I was like, they're not going to message me, you know, like.
But what do you have to lose?
But what do I have to lose? Straight up. So I released the song Depression.
Yeah.
And Depression, the producer for Depression is Lexnor. You know, and Lexnor is Dax, Yellow Wolves, Hobson's producer and whatnot like that. I sent him an email asking if I could use his producer tag. We're up to like 30 or 40 emails or something, you know? But if I didn't reach out and I didn't message and go, hey, you know, like, can I please use, I really love you as a person, as an inspirational beat maker, as just an all-around, like, he's an all-around genuine person. Like Lexnor, he is just such a cool dude. I really feel like I resonate with him.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was like, what is stopping me? You know, I've got nothing to lose. And I messaged, he didn't check the first email. I think it was the second email, you know, because I was like, well, I'll try again, you know?
Right, yeah.
And then boom, and now I'm working with, I think he went from gold label to now he's platinum. So he's a platinum label producer.
Yeah.
You know, and that's something that I've always wanted for my music. And it's something that now when people listen to my music, they know that I've got such a quality. I know that I've got such a quality as well because it's come from this amazing producer. But that's something that I didn't know that would ever be possible unless I messaged, you know?
And it was a simple message. That's
a
all
simple
it was.
message, yeah. A simple message, yeah.
But it seems so simple, but a lot of people just don't do it because what if they don't get back to me? What if, you know?
What, yeah.
You have nothing to lose.
You have nothing to lose.
Maybe 3 seconds. You have 3 seconds to lose, maybe.
Yeah.
Which is, in the grand scheme of things, nothing compared to the huge amount of things you can gain, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think, so that was probably the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
There has been a couple other stuff, but that's one that I really like. Yeah. When I look back at it, and I've got people who listen to the song Depression, because I talk about depression in a different way. Just like how we do this podcast is very motivational. So the way that depression comes along is basically like, I'm telling people, like, I know you're depressed, and I know that it sucks being depressed.
Yeah.
But it's not going to last forever.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, and like there is a way out of it. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and like you just got to keep doing. You just got to keep going. You just got to, you know. So yeah, I think that was a prime example of just keep going, keep doing it. I just emailed again. I just tried again. I had nothing to lose, and it was really good. It was really good. And from mentality speaking, from my headspace, we sit down and like, what, you know, imagine if I didn't send that message.
Yeah. You know, life would be very different, right?
Very different.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely wouldn't be working with such an amazing producer who not only I look up to, but I also respect, and I look forward to when he releases beats. Like, sometimes I can't even believe it, you know?
Yeah.
And that just took from me going like, I've got nothing to lose, only something to gain.
For sure,
know?
Yeah. Such a strong message, yeah.
Yeah, it is. I think, you know, because as well, Eminem, you know,
Yes.
and I feel like this was going to be a really good subject, especially for our third episode, you know, good thing comes in free. I was actually really looking forward to this quote. So, yeah, what about you? Has there been anything that you've stopped yourself, or you've gone, you know what, I got to try this. I've got nothing to lose. I've only got something to gain.
Yeah, so in high school, I tried really hard for grades, right?
Yeah.
And then I got a scholarship, and like, you know, I hated studying so much though. I hated it. Like, I despised it.
Yeah.
And then all my friends were going to uni, like after high school, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I need to go to uni because that's what everyone else is doing, right? But then I was like, what if I take a gap year? But then I was scared because then I'm going to be behind, right?
Yeah.
But then I thought, what is there to lose?
What is there to lose?
1 year, right? And that year I was going to plan on working and traveling.
Yeah.
That was what I was going to do in that year, right? And I was like, there's nothing to lose. If I realize that I don't want to work and I don't like traveling, or if I really find a subject that I prefer in uni, I'll go to uni. I can. And in that gap year, I traveled and came back and was like, never going uni. It was completely out of the question. I would have never considered it after that.
You're just like, nah.
No, and then I became a restaurant manager, and then I became a owner of this business, and then I started running a bunch of businesses. Just so much happier in life. That's what it is. Yeah.
And that's amazing, just from something that you basically were like, what do I have to lose?
Yeah.
You know? Was that a big worry though when you were thinking about like traveling and taking that year off? Were you
For
like...
sure, yeah, initially, but then again, and when I first thought about it was scary and daunting, right? Because I was like, I'm going to be behind in uni, I'm not going to get a high paying job possibly, you know.
Was there any expectations, kind of like, you know how you're saying, you know, my friends are going to uni and stuff like that? Was there anything like you felt like you're going to miss out as well?
Yeah, like the social life, right? Because when I started uni the year after, I'm not going to be in the same year group as my friends, right?
Oh,
So I thought like, you know, but like, is that really like a big loss?
Yeah, you're
I
still
can
going to
still
have
hang out with
friends.
them.
Yeah,
I can still
exactly.
hang out with them. I can still make new friends.
Yeah.
You know, even if we're still going to uni in different year group, I can still spend time with them.
Yeah.
Really thought about it, literally had nothing to lose. I was just overthinking everything about, you know, oh no, this is going to happen, this is going to happen.
Just kind of overthinking.
None of it happened. Yeah.
Overthinking, honestly, is just the worst. Like,
Yes.
just so many things that couldn't even begin to speak about. But overthinking really does kill dreams.
100%.
And really does, like, you could have a really good dream, and you just overthinking it, just, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, look, it all worked out.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, are you much happier as well for it?
100%.
Could you have imagined going to uni and then not being where you are now? Because life would be different.
It would be different. I'd probably
Completely
be
different.
working at an office desk, just
Yeah,
you know, I'd hate my life. Like,
I just couldn't. I couldn't imagine that for you as well.
Yeah.
Just knowing such a inspiring person and go-getting person that you are, you know, like.
And likewise, like if you know had an office, I can't imagine you sitting in a desk
Oh no!
all day.
I'd be like Logic. I'd be like wanting to like you know throw the computer around and let's go outside with the bat and smash it up. We'll make a music video out of it. Well, that's how we'll make the money. You know, the company's paying us for the day, but like, But see, look at that, and it's you had nothing to lose, only something to gain. Like, this is a very good quote. I think a lot of people will be able to resonate with this and really be able to sit down and be like, man, what do I have to lose? That's another good way of saying it. Like, what do I have to lose?
And what I have to gain.
And what do I have to gain?
The gain's always better.
The gain's always better, like always. And it's kind of like taking a risk as well.
Yes.
You know, there's no reward without risk.
Yeah.
But also like, this is going to sound silly.
No,
you don't know until you know.
Oh, 100%.
You know?
And if you realize you tried it, you don't like it, it's fine. At least
now
you
know.
tried.
Yeah, and now you know.
At least you tried. So,
And now, it's like a lot of things are experienced. One of my mates, he does not like swimming at all.
Yeah.
Like anything to do with the boat, the ocean, the pool, anything like that. Not interested. But he didn't know until he tried.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You know? You've got to just try it. Yeah.
But then like he was upset that he didn't like it, but he was really grateful that he tried.
Yeah,
because he's not the best swimmer or whatnot, like, but he tried.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "No, it's just not for me," you know.
Yeah. And
he's like, "I like cars and like doing other stuff," you know.
And that's fine.
But how would you know unless you tried, you know? And literally, he had nothing to lose, only something to gain.
Yeah.
And now he doesn't have to think or worry about like, do I like pools or swimming? Or, you know, imagine that going through your life, just like. I know a lot of people have fears of the ocean.
Yeah.
You know, for me, I'm always like, a shark's going to get me, you know? Until I did research and I was like, actually, least likely a shark is going to get you, you know?
I'm pretty sure a cow's more likely to kill you than a shark.
Yeah. And he's actually in New Zealand. He's probably more cows by the beach or in the ocean. But it just goes to that thing, like, you don't know unless you know, or you don't know unless you try, or, just the best way is, you know, you have nothing to lose, only something to gain. So you're gaining that knowledge, that experience, or just what you like.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
How would you summarize it all? Is there any more you'd like to talk about? Any other instances? Because this is a really good subject.
Yeah. My main one is a message to the listeners, right?
Yep.
And it's my only regret or mistake is not pursuing my passion earlier. The sooner you realize that you have nothing to lose and everything to gain, your life will improve drastically.
What do you mean earlier? Like,
so the minute, like, if you're watching this and you realize now you have nothing to lose, everything to gain by chasing your passion. Chase your passion now.
Go get it.
Yeah. Like,
what are you doing?
Now.
Sitting there watching us guys. You need to go out and get it. Don't watch this.
Yeah. Like, do you want to continue working at your like mundane job that you hate? No. Even if you're getting paid, like, again, go out and pursue your passion. If it doesn't work out, come back, do what you've always been doing.
Yeah.
But give it a chance. And the sooner you give it a chance, the better.
Yes. Because there's no time like the present as well. 100%. And like procrastination is the worst thing ever, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I just had this really good one. Right? I got this Uso, and he's like a brother to me. He always tells me, you don't need to look behind you to know that I'm there. Right?
Right, yeah.
And he's a really good brother. He tells me, one day or day one.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, whoa. And he's like, you know, because one day I'm going to do this. One day, you can talk about that forever, or you can make today your day one.
Exactly, yeah.
You know?
And similar one, I know a similar one as well. Procrastination is the assassination of all destinations.
Whoa, we got a little bit of a rhyme here. Procrastination is an assassination of all destinations.
Yeah, you're trying to go somewhere, procrastination will kill it.
Yeah.
The sooner you start, the better.
And you don't mean just go somewhere traveling. You just mean go somewhere in life.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
And in this case, pursuing your passion. Because again, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Whoa, procrastination is the assassination of
all destinations.
Of all destinations.
Yeah.
That is seashells on the seashell. Yeah. But no, that's a really good one.
Yeah,
I really like that one. That's
Yeah.
Damn.
So don't wait. Start now. That's my key message.
Yeah. If you guys have enjoyed the episode today, I just want to make sure that you're liked, subscribed, following both Killloane and my bro here, because we want to make sure that we can continue to grow and build our audience to be able to provide you guys with as much positivity, manifestation, some quotes and stories about our life that could actually be able to help you to grow not only as a person, as an artist, or just as a career. Like, you know, you could have a business, anything.
Any aspect of your life can be changed, you know, with positivity. And
we really appreciate you guys for joining us today, and we hope that you have an amazing day and keep manifesting your dreams and believing that you can do anything you put your mind to, okay?